everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart, and welcome to my channel. And today I'm doing a jar lid. Now, as you can see, I've already done the jar lid once, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to show you why. So this is a jar I got off of Dollar Tree, which is no longer Dollar Tree. It's like $1.25 tree, or whatever, $1.50 tree now. So yeah, I'm redoing these. I have two of these that I did, and my problem with these is that when I made them, I don't know if you can see, I'm freeze framing here to show you where I've taped it off, and also the white line where the pillow shows up, and my paint colors didn't quite fill it all in. That white, my pillow line, there's a pillow line in there that I didn't make sure I had fully covered. So I'm redoing them because I'm not happy with them. And I'm becoming fussy fidget because I'm really getting fussy about my creations. And maybe that's a good thing. But I saw that after it was drying, and it's been a week now, so I'm repouring, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't let that go. Yeah, so I've already done one. I'm going to do another one. So this is my Glidden pillow, 6011N. I'm going to lay that down, kind of cover up this top, let it spill over the sides, and then I'm going to lay down my colors. You know, it's funny that when I was first doing jars, when I first was looking at doing jars, I kept seeing people actually pouring on the jar. So the glass part, of course, not like this because I need a flat one. I never saw people doing it on the lids. So that's when I don't know, it's been about 3 years that I've been doing them like this. And these are really, they're easy for the most part, especially this type of lid. And they're really useful. They have good utility. You can use them around the house. You can use them for packaging up things inside, like a white elephant. You put like a candies or something inside. Give it as a gift. So somebody would not only get the gift that you put inside, but you get the jar that's long lasting. So there's a lot of good uses for these things. So let's just get to it. So this is my first color down, which is diycrafts Baby Blue and some silver from Golden and some zinc white from Golden. Here's the Baby Blue. Now call me really fussy, but I wanted to lighten it up. It was a little dark for me. And I've talked about this before, but I have a decent eye for things, and at least I think I do. I used to work as a quality manager at a place called Graphic Packaging International. And, you know, when I'm a quality manager at Graphic Packaging, we have a printing department, and I would field the complaints from our customers. So you start to get used to looking at color in a very critical way. And then, of course, we got more sophisticated, started using different measurement systems with our different devices. And yeah, you start getting used to seeing color and color variation. This is sea glass, TLP sea glass with Modern Masters Ocean Green. So with that, you just you develop an eye for color. Now, I'm not trained for art. I'm not an art trained person. I have not been to school for art. I have just learned along the way, watching artists on YouTube and playing around myself. This is Cerulean Blue Deep by Golden. This is Golden's Iridescent Silver. So I'm kind of self-taught with a lot of help from Shelly Art with her formulas, and I've adapted mine from hers as she's in Australia. I'm in North Carolina. And that's the thing, you find things that work for you. Payne's Gray, and this is Golden's Payne's Gray and Creative Inspirations Payne's Gray. I have a lot of paint on here. Way more paint than I need. Normally I have about half as much, so I think it's just spreading easier today. I don't know, you know, sometimes. Or maybe I'm just a little more generous today. I don't know. All right, cell activator. This is my American Floetrol cell activator. And I have a video 141. I will link it above that shows you how I make it. And I always measure in grams, which is very specific. So I tell you exactly what goes in it and what the measurements are in grams of each component. So you can make it for yourself and get the exactly how I do it. All right, this is titanium white. Only a little. Oxide black, you can see it haloing, which is always a good sign. Oxide black in the middle, blowing straight down in the middle. Here we go. So I talk through the blow in just about every single video I do. I blow straight down into the cell activator to try to get it to open up into as much a circle as possible. And then I blow out from there. If you want to see a really good blowout tutorial, I have a video called The Art of the Blow. I will link it above. I show you how to find your blow in your mouth and lips in the first place, and then how your speed and your angle of your blow affect the way the composition blows out. Even with that, I have a lot of cell activator on there. You saw what little amount I put down. Let's give it a spin and let's start spreading this out. Now that cell activator will start to stretch out, and as it stretches and spreads, it's going to let the colors underneath push through. That's why you also blow through it with a straw. Sometimes that helps with the colors pushing up. I'm going to blow on it as it spins. Yeah, way too much cell activator. I could go with half as much. I've had too much paint and too much cell activator in this one. However, it's turning out pretty cute. Okay, let's keep spinning it. All the sides are covered. I don't have any white line. Hopefully we're in good shape. This is almost done. So we're 7 minutes in and we're almost done. That's how quick these are. I can usually knock these out in about 5 minutes when I'm just doing it by myself. Don't have any explaining to do, showing, telling, la la la. So yeah, these are quick and dirty. They're like my coasters. I do them, knock them out in about 5 minutes. So I had a quiet spot here while I'm spinning, and I just wanted to add and invite you guys to check out my description where I have links to some of the videos that I have that are more instructional in nature, and also links to some of the products I use. A lot of times people have questions about things that I may not specifically call out in the video, but if you check out my description, you might find some good information there. Also, I do have a discount for KS Resin, a 10% discount code in the description. You get 10% off your purchase, and I get 5% back toward future purchases. So it's really a win-win for everybody. All right, I think this is done. I'm not going to try to lift it up, but it is tricky. I will show you. Of course, I've got a white spot here. Let me take that. I always use a toothpick to get underneath it, and I have the tape underneath the lip, so I have a place to pick it up with my finger, so I don't have a big fat white spot on there when I get done picking it up. And that's it. 8 minutes and 9 minutes and we're done. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Hopefully this one will dry nicely and no white lines. All right, everybody. I'll be back for the resin results. So that's simple, everybody. Here are the wet results of this one and then the other one that I created in the same color palette. And then, as usual, I will always show you my final resined results because I want you to see and have assurances that what I've shown you here actually turns out perfectly in the end from start to finish. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave a comment and a thumbs up. That's always appreciated. And if you're new here, consider joining me and hitting the bell and subscribing to my channel. That would really help me out, especially as I'm on the threshold for 30,000 subscribers now. And remember to check out my description for links to some of the products I use and links to some of the more educational type tutorials. And now that I'm starting to do private tutorials all encompassing the charcuterie board and now the clock tutorial from start to finish, if there is another process you want me to share from absolute start to absolute finish, please let me know in the comments. I'm currently working on a yo-yo full tutorial as well. And one last thing, please check out my playlists for inspiration and ideas. So with that, everybody, that's all I have for now. Take care. Till next time.